being a mom is hard enough, and then if you're a nursing mom who's also working, girl, then you already know you're probably pumping at work and it probably sucks. Okay, so let's get right into this video. Okay.
Wish you were as big as I wish you were as big as I wish you were as big as
Hi friends, if this is your first time here, hello. My name is Nadia and I'm a first-time mommy / working mommy, and girl, we're gonna talk about it because you know what? We all need a little motivation, and we all need someone to talk to. So girl, I am here for you. It's me and you. Let's talk about it. If you are a working mommy and a nursing mommy, you know what that makes you? Do you know? Girl, you are now a pumping girly, okay? You are probably pumping because you're not with your baby. So obviously you're pumping. And it is so hard. It is so freaking exhausting, okay? And you are not alone, okay? It sucks. It absolutely sucks, okay? Pumping at work is not fun. All right, I work in corporate America. I got that 9 to 5 life. You know, as a new mommy, I'm like, wow, like I'm excited to go back to work / I don't really want to, right? I don't really want to because I'm like, dang, like this is gonna suck. Like I'm gonna have to pump at work. It's not like I wasn't pumping at home. I did, just not as much because I'm with my baby. So I'm like, well, I don't need to pump that much. I'm good. Pumping at work it has not been fun, okay? That's not a good time at all. 0. I like 0. If I could give the rating a 0 out of 10, -100, okay? -100 because it sucks. I work in a corporate office, and unfortunately, maybe like your job, you might not have a pumping room. We don't have one of those, okay? And you would think that most corporate jobs, or just really, honestly, any job, any job at this point, there should be a specific pumping room, but my job does not have one of those, okay? And neither did the company I worked for previously. Neither one of them, and you know, one of them was a smaller company, but the other one was a pretty big well-known company, and I'm like, dude, why is there not a pumping room in this facility? Not a single one. We have a wellness room, but that doesn't count. Anyone can walk in there. You can't lock it. There's no privacy. There's no fridge in there. So where are you even supposed to put your breast milk? Hello? People, like, it is crazy, okay? So already, this sucks. You're a working mom. There's no pumping room in your office space, your workplace, wherever you work, and that's just not okay, okay? And that's just not okay, and it sucks. It sucks, it sucks, it sucks so much. Because now you're uncomfortable. There's no place for you to really pump comfortably. Sure, maybe you might have a wellness room. Like, we had a wellness room, but I didn't feel comfortable in the wellness room, and to be quite honest, it wasn't given like comforting, warm vibes. It was like an empty room with a couch. Like, so boring. Literally nothing. Not even a picture on the wall. It was so depressing. When you go back to work, you want something comfortable. You want something warm. You want to feel good. Except I never felt like that while I was pumping at work. It just sucked. Girl, I just want you to know that you are not the only person that like hates pumping at work. Hates pumping at work. Because either you don't have the proper space to pump, which is very unfortunate, okay, and that was my case. I did not have the proper space to pump. You know where I was pumping? I was pumping in my car. Beep, 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 beep. In my car. That is crazy. That is crazy. My husband set up all these electrical things so I could use my pumps. I used this one, which I really like this one. This one was great. Loved it. I used it at home all the time. And my husband, my sweet husband, hooked up all this electrical stuff in my car so I could pump while I was at work. Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? I want to know if anybody else's spouse or you did it yourself or just whoever's supporting you in your postpartum journey and in your nursing journey, did you hook up electrical stuff in your car to pump? Because that's what I had to do because my job did not supply a room where I could pump, and the wellness room just made me extremely uncomfortable, and it was not specifically for pumping. Anyone could have walked in there to read a book, to just relax a little, to pray, to just, you know, meditate, whatever it was. So I don't want to be in a room where someone else is meditating or praying and I'm pumping and all you hear is actually, it didn't really sound like that. But you guys get the point. It was just awkward. I'm like, I'm not pumping in this room. This is just way too weird. It's way too awkward. It made me feel extremely uncomfortable. So now that's one reason pumping at work just sucked, especially if you did not have the proper setup for yourself. Boo. So not having the proper room for pumping is just horrible. It's just horrible, okay? It's just horrible experience, and I hate to know that there's so many other women that have experienced the same thing. And girl, me and you both, mom. Me and you both. And I am so sorry that we've had to deal with stuff like this, because no. Another reason pumping absolutely sucked at work was because I didn't even have a place to put my breast milk. So now I'm pumping in my car because there's not a proper place to pump. And now I don't even know where to put my breast milk. Like, I could have put it, I guess, in the communal fridge at the work, but like, it was always so full with everybody's lunch. And honestly, I just felt a little uncomfortable. Maybe that makes me bougie, I'm not really sure, but I personally was like, I don't really want to put my breast milk in there. Like, I didn't want people touching it. You know what I mean? No. You can get any lunchbox that has like a cooler system in it. So this little, I think this is also called, oh, it's my Mommy Cozy. I didn't even know that. I just thought it was a cute lunchbox. So it's got this cooler section, and I use tons of ice. Like, I would put all the ice in here and whatnot. Like, I would put all the ice in here, and it would be great. And I'd use all sorts of ice. I got this one, I got this one, these ones, it doesn't matter. Just grab a bunch of ice packs, and I would just put it in there, right? Just shove it all in there. Make sure that it was really cool. And now I have a nice cool storage for my breast milk. This is what I would have to do Monday through Friday because I didn't know where else to put my breast milk. I felt safer having my breast milk in here instead of like in the fridge with everybody's lunch and snacks and all sorts of stuff, okay? I didn't want people's fingers all over my breast milk. Call me bougie if you want, but no. Absolutely not. So if you do not have a place to put your breast milk, or you just feel uncomfortable putting your breast milk in the communal fridge, get yourself a little lunchbox that has a little cooler in it, and then grab some ice packs, girl, and you are good to go. Your breast milk will be fine for the few hours that you're at work, especially if you are real, like, you keep it cold. Like, I would keep like 4 ice packs in here and all sorts of different ones to keep it interesting. You know what I mean? I was like, whatever's gonna keep my milk fresh, because pumping is hard work, okay? It's hard work, and you don't want it to go bad, okay? So lunchbox, ice pack it up. And I know a lot of people get the mini little fridges off Amazon, and I don't think they're that expensive, but still, not everybody wants to do that. I did not want to do that. I did not want to buy a mini fridge and then put it on my desk. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Being a new mom is expensive, you know? You don't want to have to spend more than you need to, especially when you kind of think that your job would take care of you a little bit better than how they are. Third thing that made pumping at work suck was how often I did have to pump, because supply and demand, girl. Supply and demand. You want more milk? You better be pumping way more, or you better be nursing way more. Work a 9 to 5? You gotta be pumping at least 3 times during the day, at least. So I would, in the morning, I would get up, I would nurse my baby, and then I would go to work, and then I'm in the office by like 9, and then, you know, by 11, I'm like, I gotta pump, and you know, it like also sucked having to tell my boss, hey, I gotta go pump. Even though it's not like I'm gonna get in trouble for it, but you just feel so guilty. So guilty, you feel so weird even asking. Like, sometimes I just wouldn't even say anything. Sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna go take care of what I need to, because almost asking for permission to go do something that I needed to do made no sense to me. I'm like, I need to go pump, so I'm gonna go pump. When you're in a work setting, you can't just disappear for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes. You can't just disappear for 20, 30 minutes, you know, however long your pump sessions are. My pump sessions were 20 to 25 minutes. Sometimes they were 30. It kind of just depends. Everybody's body is really different, and your pump sessions are gonna vary. And so doing that at work just sucked. I hated it. I felt like I was asking for permission. I felt really weird because like people would be like, oh, where is Nadia? Where is Nadia? And then, you know, people would come looking for me, and I'm like in my car pumping. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So the fact that I have to ask permission to pump, no. It was not cute. Nothing about it was not cute. Nothing about that was cute. Okay, it's not fun. Also, pumping at work can be so nerve-wracking for whatever reason. Like, if I was in the wellness room, honestly, I'd be having like full-blown panic attacks, because I'm like, what if somebody walks in? Like, I don't want anyone to disturb my pump session right now, just because it's kind of like a little mental break for you. At least that's how I took it. I'm like, look, I have to do this anyway. I'm a breastfeeding mom, so I've got to pump because my little guy needs some milk. So you got to get on it, and you got to pump at work, whether you want to or not. There were so many times I genuinely felt so awkward asking to go pump, because I just like, I knew there was a meeting coming up, and I knew there was something I had to get done by a certain time, and I'm like, dang, this is not lining up with my pump schedule. And so, you know, sometimes I would have to miss a pump session. Who is that gonna gonna affect me. Number 4, timing. The timing when you need to pump, sometimes it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. You might have a meeting, you might have an assignment due, you might need to go talk to someone, you might need to go submit something. There's so many things you could be doing at work. And you know, if you gotta pump, you gotta pump, but like also a meeting. Or this is due, and then you're conflicted. You're like, oh my gosh, like I need to pump, but like I also need to get this done. There were so many times I had to be in a meeting just so uncomfortable because I needed to pump. I needed to pump and I couldn't because the meeting was important. And you know, naturally, you're probably gonna pick the meeting and you just will drop the pump session. And then you know, that's just gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect your breast milk supply because you just missed a whole pump session. Even if you do it in 30 minutes later, an hour later, now your whole pump session is like all over the place, right? It's all messed up. And that just sucks. So the timing of things at work also sucks. You never get to just like relax. You're like kind of anxious. And I felt like that so many times while pumping at work, and it just blows, it blows, it blows, it blows. Nothing about it is fun. Just sucks. Like you feel so guilty. And then when you need to pump, you might have a meeting and it's just, no. No. I don't know a single person that enjoyed pumping at work. Not one. Not one. And most of the moms I know are working moms. I know a couple that are stay-at-home moms, and you know, God bless their souls, because I don't even know what that's like. The last thing I'm gonna share, I could go on about this topic forever, but the last thing I'm gonna share is the fact that people might make you feel so weird in the workplace about pumping. And that is not fair. And that is not okay. But it happens. Let's be realistic. It absolutely happens. There were so many times I'd mentioned that I have to go pump, and you know, a coworker of mine and other colleagues that I worked with would make me feel kind of weird about it. Like it was just an awkward like conversation, and it shouldn't even be a conversation to begin with. It's like, hey, you know, I gotta go take care of something, or hey, I need to go pump, and it should be, okay, great, I'll see you in a little bit. But instead it was like, oh, but like we need to like get this done, like, you know, we need to get this submitted, like. But unfortunately, a lot of times it wasn't that chill. It wasn't, and just the anxiety that like rushes over your body is just, I don't know, it's not fair, it's not necessary. But like the workplace doesn't really make you feel that great about pumping. And if you do have a great work environment that does make you feel good about pumping and doesn't bother you and doesn't make you feel awkward and almost ashamed that you have to go and pump for your baby, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous because not everybody gets that. I feel like a lot of more women have to deal with like the awkwardness of pumping at work. I feel like a lot more women have to deal with the awkwardness that comes with pumping at work than, you know, women who don't, who have a nice work environment. Maybe you're at a company where it's a lot of women and that's freaking awesome. But I work in marketing and it's a male dominated field for sure, because most of the people I work with are guys. And even at my previous job, most of them were guys. So, you know, they just don't get it. It's not necessarily their fault, but could they be nicer? Totally. Are they? In the most awkward kind of way sometimes. And, you know, that just sucks because you're like, look, I gotta go take care of this and I don't really want to talk about it. I don't really want to get into this with you. I don't want to tell you my pump schedule necessarily. I can give you a little bit of information because we got to be able to work together, right? You got to be able to communicate properly, but not everybody, even after communicating, not everybody, you know, cares. And that's just, it is what it is. And so you got to do what you got to do. Like, girl, I didn't like the wellness room at my job, so I pumped in my car. It made me feel much better. It made me feel way more comfortable than pumping in a wellness room where anybody could, you know, also be in that room. Wasn't gonna do that, all right? Most people wouldn't want to do that. It feels weird. It feels weird. At least for me, it did. Even if people can't see your pumps, like when I use my LVs and whatnot, it just, you know, now there's just like these big machines that are making these sounds. Is that a good breast pump sound? I don't know. I tried. Just know that if you feel awkward, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, okay? It's hard. It's hard being a mom. It's hard being a first-time mom. It's hard being a working mom who's also nursing, because now you've got to pump because you got to take care of your little one and they need milk. They need milk, so you got to pump. All right, so those were just some of the reasons that pumping at work absolutely sucks. Okay, not a good place to pump in your workspace. You don't know where to put your breast milk. People are really awkward with you. so you don't even want to have like these weird interactions with people. Oh, hey, I gotta go pump. The timing of things throughout the day sometimes will throw off your pump schedule. There's so many things that have made pumping at work not fun and not enjoyable, and that's really unfortunate for us moms. Absolutely unfortunate, but it is what it is. I hope that's not the case with everybody. I just wanted to let you know that if that is your case, me too, girl, me too. And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because me and you are the same. Me and you are the same. Being a working mom is so hard, so stinking hard. And being a nursing mom that is also working is even harder. Okay, it's even harder, and you are doing a good job with whatever your situation is while you're at work and you have to pump. Just keep pushing through it like we always do, right? Keep pushing through it like we always do, because women are freaking awesome. We're pretty freaking awesome, I'll tell you that. We are so elite, okay? We are so elite, and we deserve all the things in this world. I love you guys. I hope you have the best day ever. If you are not subscribed to this channel, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with your friends and your mom friends and everybody else that you love. Let me know down in the comments what your experiences are with being a working mom and pumping at work. Are you having a good experience? Are you not having a so great experience? Do you have a funny story? Let me know down below, because I actually totally want to know, because I got stories for days, and I'm sure you have stories for days. Be sure to check out my other videos here on the screen. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye!
Wish you were as big